I already gave Ian a bit of a recap.
But for the recording,
Yeah.
since I pressed that button,
What happened last session?
we almost got our asses handed to us. We're whisked away by strange people.
Well, what do you have now?
Lily!
I was gonna ask. We didn't cover whether or not we actually got Lily out.
Yes, we got Lily out. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
have
good.
the child.
Everybody lives.
FBI, they said it. They have the child.
The people we killed.
And apparently Asuka is now dealing with the revelation that she's been cloned. She has a biological double ? But like they kind of they took a perfectly good clone and gave her anxiety and a lot of trauma. So like
Ruined a perfectly good monkey is what you did. Look at it. It's got anxiety. DM. I'm assuming we are long rested in our travel to this mysterious island after Misato has attempted.
You got a long rest going back from the U.S. You were on the ship for 9 hours.
Oh, well,
You already have a long rest.
Yeah. Also, Lily is coming with us to this mysterious island.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yay!
Bluntly, had you said no, she would have snuck on.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
well.
She wasn't about to say no, if only because
Last
Asuka now
time
has separation anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Grist
Shinji's
the
coming
child.
too.
Yeah.
So the whole family's coming along. Right now.
Is Shinji like in fighting shape yet, or is he just like there?
I mean, if David's in fighting shape, I feel like Shinji is in fighting space shape.
Okay, but like, should he be fighting? Let me rephrase the question.
Let me put it this way. He's still aching, but there's nothing that physiologically says this man needs to go to bed or something.
Okay, he's still
He
aching.
shouldn't get into a fucking wrestling contest, but to stand around and shoot a gun, he's good enough.
He's still aching, but bones need breaking. Got it.
Alright.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm sorry. You decide which is more appropriate for you.
How about both? Both sound good?
Well, that costs extra, but sure.
I'm DM, I set the price. Oh.
How much is a quickie?
What? Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, that threw me off my game. You're going back to Moscow, first of all.
Oh.
Because...
in Moscow.
No. Well, you were on the Crusade, the big ship. Parliament's in the big ship.
Oh, that's right. I thought of... Okay, I have something for the next time we meet Pinky Squeak.
So, hold on. So, just to explain this bit to Ian, basically, it would look bad in Parliament, like grasping at straws if you're send out an elite team to look for a dead guy to prove your point. Right?
Sure.
So you're doing this under the table. You're asking the Russians for equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're being sneaky for optics. Okay.
Yeah. So, you take a small transport back to Red Square. Been here 100,000 times. So, hold on.
It's as close as home gets for us.
Yeah, you're in front of the Kremlin. It is guarded as usual. Shinji sort of stretches out a little bit. Looks like he hasn't moved a lot in a while. Ow.
You didn't do those exercises they were telling you to do?
It's Shinji, of course he hasn't been.
Don't pop a stitch. I forgot to pack my surgery kit.
Look.
Please get a surgery kit.
I have one. I forgot it at home.
We should probably use the back entrance. Might be some of our officers out in front.
Got it.
Backdoor time.
Where's the back door?
If
In
this
the
is
back?
the front door, where do you think the back door is going to be?
Have you considered the other side of the building?
Okay, I just wanted to be sure we weren't going for, like, the sewers.
What does the word back mean to you?
Alternative entrance! I just thought you were using... Let's just walk over there.
Lily would know what a backdoor is. Come on.
I don't know that we should be
I'm-
talking about this to the child.
I mean, you're the one who implied that, rather than, just an entrance.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I feel like I'm not supposed to be listening to it.
That would be a good idea.
Good girl.
This is a sex thing, right?
No.
Lily's what, like 13?
14.
14? Lily can hear this. It's fine.
Ask her when you're older.
She's 14.
She knows what the internet is.
Let's move on.
Before we have to explain sex for
Yeah.
14-year-olds.
You know, when a bird and a bee love each other very much, they create a horrible analogy.
Yeah, you go to the other side of the building. There's a door that's guarded just with a lone soldier. Just a Soviet rifleman. Since he brandishes his big ol' ID, the man just salutes and opens the door for you.
Man, we should go
Alright.
back more often.
Well, it's
Did not need to hear your preferences.
can we focus?
Sorry.
Ay, ay, ay.
All of you to expect us.
You head to the third floor, to the place where you shot the old Russian president. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
David
A quick
touches the
stabby
walls.
stab,
David touches the walls. Ah, fond memories.
Mhm.
The walls have been freshly painted. There is white paint on your fingertips now.
Do you think
It's
that
fine.
this is God's way of telling me to stop fucking around?
The big room, which is, David, you speak Russian. It says, just Premier's office. Suppose we just
Yep.
You don't hear an immediate reply. Shinji just pushes the door open. Inside, you do see two people. The premier and her aide, chief of staff, lesbian lover, a bunch of things.
Hello?
Do we just, like, walk in on them, like...
No, they're just sitting. They're not. Hold on. I realized that Poppy has never seen these people.
I was reading over my sheet and I zoned right back in.
You heard the
By
words
me saying
lesbian.
lesbian
Yeah.
lover.
Hey, people.
Genuinely. Level 180.
Hold on.
Can't believe the premiere of the Soviet
I'm
Union.
putting her in session media. Yeah. She is very, very short.
Shorter than Asuka, even.
Yes, but she now has a really big chair that's set all the way up, so
Is she shorter than Ryan?
a little bit.
Really? Okay.
Ah. Old friends.
And a new
How
one.
can I help you? Oh, yeah. The the premier of the largest nation on Earth stands up onto the desk and looks down really closely at you, Nina.
Oh.
Ooh. You are entirely unknown to me.
Yeah. Hi.
No.
I'm new.
I saw you briefly after the battle, I think. Oh yeah, you're like, wait, what's your name? I don't wanna guess. Fuck guessing. No more guessing.
Alright. Me?
Yes, your name,
Nina Lang.
Nina. I'll save that somewhere. I'll remember that. Nana, remember that for me. Yeah. How can I help you?
Well, we're trying to find a dead man.
Mm-hmm.
Like a specific one, not just any dead body.
Yeah, we don't want to
Like
just go to like a graveyard and dig up the corpse. We're looking for someone's.
Oh shit.
Over the past 6 months, about 15 million people died. I think you're gonna have to be a bit more specific. We're trying to find the old Secretary General. You high?
Quite possibly. In all seriousness, though, yes, we are looking for the old Secretary General. And to do that, we're going to need equipment.
But we do have a lead.
What's wrong with your equipment?
A coup.
What? Parliamentary trouble. I'll have someone send you a letter. A letter? I mean, what? Okay, who sent you then?
Ourselves. We're doing this under the table.
Okay, I'm gonna need. Listen, like, I'm gonna need to know exactly what I'm putting my resources into here. If this is dicey.
Sev found an island that the third faction have been coded as Prometheus.
Yes, I'm aware of the stakes there. What kind of crisis is falling onto your parliament? Is my question.
A former faction has returned and is now trying to turn it into a fascist regime.
Katsuragi. What? What, the old deputy minister of labor?
Yeah. She's back, and, well, she's not the same woman I knew years ago.
Well, I was about to say, it's like... kind of stakes. Essentially the abolishment of democracy? Ugh.
And, maybe the total obliteration of the Droidal Union's highest ranking officers.
It sounds like bad practice. Also, just like... Ugh. Ugh. Well, let's see. Yeah, since you give me the map, where you need to go? Oh boy, we're gonna need a world map for this, actually.
Woo.
I can't bring one up.
Use your imagination.
Who drew an Amogus on Europe last session?
What?
Nobody.
Sorry, I'm just properly look. Okay.
Showed her the map, and she
It's so small.
I specified on Europe because I have no idea what country that is.
Spain, I think. Spain,
Hold
right?
on. I'm in the wrong section.
I cannot fact check you on it.
Yeah,
That one's
Spain.
Italy. And that's Turf Island.
Yeah.
And the big one here is Russia. And that's
Good
kind of
job.
that's where my knowledge of it starts and ends.
This is
Ukraine is somewhere down
France.
here.
No. I'm pretty sure this is Ukraine, isn't it?
Oh, is that
Yes, it is.
Ukraine? Look, I know
Yes.
it's somewhere down.
Okay, I recognize
Below
it because
Russia.
this is Crimea. That's
I
Crimea.
like to imagine we're all actually having this conversation.
Every time geography comes up, we play like 5 minutes of I don't know geography.
It's a pretty fun series.
Yeah.
It was a lot more common whenever we were when Vlad was still around and we were like driving around everywhere in his fucking drug van because I had no goddamn idea where we were going.
Europe's strongest soldiers sitting around a map. Like, I'm pretty sure this is Ukraine.
Maybe this is why Masato wants to fucking abolish us.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe Masato has a point.
Like
Just a tad, maybe.
we spent too long fucking like over these maps being like
The Union's strongest soldiers and none of them know which way is north.
They're attacking us at Pskov. Okay. What continent is that on?
yeah.
Yeah, what's the shape?
They're attacking us at Georgia.
Look,
Shit, we need to go defend Atlanta. Wait, no, not that one.
So, somewhere
Oh,
down
it's
here in the Indian Ocean.
Oh no, it's near Australia.
That's where we-
Quite a big area circled. Well,
Yeah, you're trying to find... How big is this island, you said? From what we can tell, maybe 1.5 kilometers across.
Long ways or
You
short
have-
ways?
I don't
What?
know. Shinji, you circled an area that is about maybe 11,000 kilometers across. You're trying to find. Do you have any leads? Vaguely. All right, sure, whatever. Okay, listen. I have something for you, but it's a bit experimental.
I mean, as long as you're willing
It's
to frame
it's
us
never
for
been
cheap.
tested.
Oh.
I mean, if it kills one of you, I can fix it?
Not if you're dead too, buddy.
Well, that's why I'm going to make you people test it first.
Well, it's your vehicle.
Ah,
See, the problem we were facing at the beginning of the war, well, still are to an extent, we kind of don't have access to the sea. And the surface ships are kind of going to get immediately struck by missiles from, like, half the planet away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were looking for a way to deploy submarines via air.
Wait, deploying submarines via air?
as in,
Yeah,
like, airdropping them, or as in making them
Yes.
fly? Okay.
dropping them, Jesus.
Okay, well,
No.
fuck, I don't know. You say experimental. I don't know how experimental is.
So there are a few advantages to the design that we've come up with. Very small, it's very light, it's very, very speedy, and it can be dropped by a standard super heavy lift aircraft. We have a couple of those.
Next question: could it theoretically carry? He looks at Shinji. A mech? Your suitcase will probably be fine.
Probably, if you can all scoot together a little bit.
Who wants to sit in my lap?
You're not that close.
Not with the way you were talking about back doors earlier.
I can sit in yours.
You're gonna completely fucking miss.
Isn't that a child?
She's 14.
She's not listening. It's fine.
Lily's probably taller than this person too.
Yeah, Lily's
Slightly,
pretty
yeah.
tall, yeah.
Lily's just looking at an exotic potted plant.
Examine.
Pretty colors.
Lily's like assembling a functioning submarine out of Lego in the corner.
Knowing her.
Well, so, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it should be fine. Like, you can take. Yeah.
We're also taking Lily with us.
She sort of looks at Lily. Well, that's not the biggest space concern now, is it?
David also looks at Lily. He then looks back directly at the premiere.
Shut up.
I didn't say nothing.
I can hear you think it. Anyway, yeah, no, it should hold. Just don't dive very deep.
Well, if we're trying to find something on the surface, diving deep won't do us much anyway.
Cool. It's equipped with a bunch of surveillance drones and average radar equipment. Some sonar.
It'll work.
Sounds like it will be a fun initial jaunt. You know, trying to find.
Yeah. Slight problem. As far as I understand it, this is a shipping route. Well, not exactly a shipping route, but it's a route that the third faction treats as one, and that's patrols. So, you may have to spontaneously reenact a few scenes from Dust Bold.
My concern is that if we end up raising the alarm, they'll send even more.
I mean, that's very likely. So, maybe don't get spotted. I know that's not helpful, but okay. As far as this thing goes, it's scheduled to be tested in the Caspian Sea, so yeah, so this is actually not that bad. You know, the hull should be able to withstand the pressures. How long do you think you'll take?
Hopefully less time than Risato's.
I need a date to be able to pick you back up unless you want to drive all the way around to eastern Russia.
Shinji, what do you think?
A week.
We'll have to be back by the end of the week, so 2 days, 3 days maybe.
Okay. How long do we have until Misato decides to
Well,
look who?
the vote of no confidence is scheduled to be held tomorrow, but I trust Tanya will be able to filibuster this as much as she can. So
Hopefully we will get enough.
there is a hard limit on that, though. If she manages to prevent voting for 3 days, the opposition has the right to call for a vote.
Okay, 3 days it is then.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Well, 4 days, because today. But yeah.
Either way, we're gonna be cutting it really fucking close.
We just need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Cool.
Premiere?
How about 25 minutes?
I can do that.
Yeah. You can mobilize that thing in 25 minutes.
Well, it's like a thing. It's just been picked up. As I said, it was scheduled for a test.
I mean, what is this but an extended test?
Oh, yeah, we'll just have to, the thing that's supposed to deploy, we'll just have to fill it a bit more fuel. And hope to God that, the Iranian Air Force doesn't decide to shoot it down.
We'll take our
It'll be
chances.
fine, though.
Don't really have
Iran's
any
a
other
neutral
options.
country. They're not going to take their chances by shooting them and then on transport. Is that thing unarmed? Yeah, okay, good. Follow Nana here. She will bring you to get ready. Yeah. Nana, who has been very quiet up until now, stands up. Follow me.
Following.
Follow, as you guys always say. She makes her way out of the room into sort of a large area out front. And basically, she walks over to a little car, gestures for you all to get in, and then she drives for the airport.
Is it like a family van? How does it fit?
It's a Jeep.
It's the mystery
It's a
machine.
Jeep. It's a little troop transport.
Okay.
It's an ATV. Fits 8 people. What do you want?
It's Lane's van from Dreamscape with all the fucking bullet holes in it.
Although Lily will have to sit in Asuka's lap, so that's probably not a problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, I assume none of you have experience in operating a submarine.
Not that I've been told.
You cannot
Uh,
remember, it will not be useful either way.
Fair enough.
If it's not too different from flying a helicopter, then
It is extremely different. Have you ever driven a boat?
I have driven a boat.
Okay, I have pilot's privilege.
Yep.
Would this count?
Well, let me read the thing.
It's a threat. Like I know it says air as well as other vehicles of similar nature.
I'm gonna say that means military vehicles.
Oh god damn it!
So,
I mean,
a submarine's a military vehicle.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
a
that's
military vehicle.
Yeah, no, you don't see many civilians buying fucking Red October.
Nuclear submarine with fucking nuclear missiles. Yeah, no.
This is my buddy Jimmy's.
Though when the Soviet Union collapsed, the cartels in Mexico were offered by defecting Soviet officers to buy a nuclear submarine. And there's a story about this. And this is actually what Lord of War, the Nicolas Cage movie, is based on.
Oh, really?
But they basically told the cartel guys, do you want the missiles in or not? So they figured if they bought a literal submarine with nuclear weapons, they'd probably have some unwanted attention.
Yeah, that's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's
It's probably reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't know about piloting a boat, but Warwick has probably like kayaked or something before. Does that count?
Don't
No.
think that counts.
I think those are slightly different things.
I had a canoe back in Antarctica.
Yeah, Asuka, you're pretty sure that this, like, it's not too dissimilar from, like, heavy transports of its kind. It just doesn't, like, fly.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do any, like, stunt maneuvers with it, but you can drive it.
Yeah.
They bring you to, like, there's a big pool where this thing is sort of, in basically a dry dock, already hooked up to this large transport. It's tiny. Like, fairly big compared to other vehicles, but, like, For a submarine, this is tiny. Let me find a comparison. It's like two camper, like the space you actually have to maneuver around in is basically a camper van.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
small.
Neat.
And it's most, like, you see these little balls basically strapped to it. Most of the craft is basically just the fuel.
I feel like having the fuel on the outside is a bad strategic decision, but
Where will you put it?
preferably somewhere that's
Actually, in a naval vessel, you do want that. You want the fuel to be facing downwards. That way, leaks are going to seal themselves with the water, and, well, if they were isolated on the inside of the ship, they could cause a fire in a submarine.
Yeah, submarine fire bad.
the point.
I would rather not become human barbecue.
The worst thing that could happen here is a fuel leak. Well, unless you get hit with a missile, but a lot worse things happen when you get hit with a missile.
Yeah.
Either way, we don't
So-
have much time to stand around and get talking here, so
Yes.
Does it have a name? I know a lot of people apparently like to name their ships.
Let me see. It was scheduled to have its christening soon, but I don't think it is named yet. Its
We'll
name
christen it.
is
we'll blur 'em.
XM656265, naval vessel 380 centimeters.
Okay, the XN it is then.
Yeah, sure.
Never mind.
Calling it's my ex-wife.
The ex-wife. I like
The
that.
XN.
It's very well.
With the
I will
balls, is
inform-
she a trans woman?
Nana walks faster. I will let the pilot know that of the course change. She seems to talk to the pilot, who is like very bewildered. Like, the fuck? Where do you want me to go?
Drop us somewhere in the Indian Ocean.
Well, maybe not
That's
somewhere.
A
'Cause
little lower than the Indian Ocean.
Is that? Oh, is that? Look! Listen!
the border
Listen.
is
We
pretty
don't know
fluid.
geography.
Yeah. That did you?
Given that it is below where it's
The border is fluid. I'm going to scream.
well, yeah, it's an ocean. It's all liquid.
Yeah, I know. That's the pun.
So typically, the border is drawn like at the at the tip of Malaya and the tip of New Zealand.
Okay.
So let me show you what I mean by that. Like, this is typically how the border there is drawn between the Pacific and the
Okay.
Indian. So it is the Indian Ocean. You are correct.
Look at that. See, I do know one geography.
However, the Indian Ocean is a part of the Pacific,
Shh.
just like
fuck
the
outta here. Shh,
Mediterranean is a part of the Atlantic.
I refuse to accept your nuanced facts and simply choose to believe I'm right.
You're looking for alternative facts. I see.
Fake news.
Hudson Bay is part of the Mediterranean now.
Absolutely.
As it should be.
Okay.
Anyway,
In my reality, it's not called the Kremlin, it's called the Gremlin.
Old joke. Old joke. Well, I have told the pilot about the course change. Should you notice that you are suddenly being attacked by VRT attackers, the Iranians are a little more mad than we have anticipated.
well, I'll just try not to piss him off.
Yes, which is why we have taken the weapons off of this thing.
All right.
Because, you know, an armed vessel going through your space is a little more threatening than a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's get out of here. I don't want to sit around any month longer than we have to.
Good luck. She salutes you.
Thank you.
Stands up straight. All right. Let's get into this thing.
Into the ex-wife we go.
The XN.
I'm sticking with ex-wife.
Oh my god.
Well,
What is? Did you have ex-wife or is this?
I have.
I-
I mean,
technically.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, motions to Lily.
That is actually a very good point.
Work here. Oh, you don't know this.
Huh?
Looks at
What do I not know?
looks at Nina.
Oh yeah.
So this dead guy used to be that one's. He points to Lily. Biological dad.
Hi.
So I'm told anyway.
Oh.
So I'm told anyway. The way she
Yeah.
just
Well,
said
in
that.
fairness, in fairness, Lily, I also technically don't have proof. So
I mean,
You
they did the
avoid
DNA
take
test,
credit?
didn't they?
did we?
Yeah.
I thought someone just told me.
No, they did a DNA test.
Well,
Well-
okay. It's not necessary because they do know who you are.
Yeah. Also that.
Or rather,
These-
who you used to be.
Yeah. Some of these folks
the
know
DNA
who I
test
was
was
before.
a Freya, and
Yeah.
anyway, let's go.
These folks, some of them anyway, know who I was before I was Dead Body Man.
In the
Oh.
Arctic for many years.
Yeah. It's a long story.
Maybe I just haven't got much sleep lately. If I'm asking questions like that.
The custody situation is strange.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all kind of Lily's family at this point.
Mhm.
No, I should not
Yeah, I
say
feel like I
that
know
in
at
front of
least
her mother.
4
I
parents.
did not. I'm joking. Please, don't hurt me.
Nice back pedal.
Can we just go?
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you fly for a little bit. It's very cramped. Like Asuka, you're like in the at the helmsman's seat. Like the air quotes captain's seat is right behind it. The only difference is it's got like the navigational computers and a periscope.
Do you want me spotting, or do
Okay.
you want me, or do you
You
want
spot,
me playing with Lily?
We can do this.
Warwick is
Jay-
standing next to the fire extinguisher.
Yes.
Spend time with Lily. That's an order.
Okay, hold on. He sort of reaches over David to try and like have Lily grab onto him so he can lift her up. She does cooperate, but she does have to end up stepping like on your face a little bit.
Yep,
David trying to get over you.
it's fine. I'm used to it.
What?
I have 12 little siblings.
Oh, right. You have your army at home.
Let me know when we're there.
Got it.
Driving.
Yeah. Well, you fly. Eventually, you do note that you are dropped in the middle of the Indian Ocean with a note. Back in 2 days, is transmitted to you over radio. And now you're free to head south
Yeah.
and sort of scanning on radar and everything. Roll me a 1d50.
Who?
Hmm.
Me, 'cause
Asuka.
Warwick has proficiency in survival.
What are they-
Can Warwick help navigate as well?
I also
That's-
have proficiency in
Wow.
survival and. Actually, your modifier
Uh,
might be higher than mine. In
It's the same as GPS. You're not going to have trouble navigating.
Fine. Don't let me be cool.
Roll me a 9d6.
Oh, God.
Who?
Asuka again.
How many landmines did we just hit?
I mean, what do you think?
You are very lucky.
I guess they wouldn't be landmines considering we're in the water.
You only really take note of 2 enemy ships on the radar throughout your whole trip. Only one of them comes close to you. However, that one turns out to be a Romanian oil tanker and is not interested in you.
Just a bunch of union men like, this is so many different flavors of not my problem.
They're civilians. They don't give a shit. Also, they're your fucking allies. Technically.
They're like, oh shit, guys, let's take a selfie.
I mean,
It's a weird fucking whale outside.
The wheel.
I mean, okay. I think they're going to just ignore you because picture this: you are a country at war, out in the ocean. Suddenly, you notice a submarine coming very close to you.
But what if we just give them a little wave?
Hey, Ma, there's a weird fucking whale outside.
Eventually, a big thing. It's the only way you can describe it. Just a big thing lights up on the sonar.
Let's go. We got something.
I'm
Land
aware.
ho. Okay.
Is it actually land ho? Like, can I confirm that it's land and not something else trying to kill us?
It should be land. If this was a ship, it would be very large and also sunken.
The fattest whale.
Unfortunate.
I'm gonna get on the periscope. And...
I propose we just surface and get on deck.
I mean,
We
I
have
think
drones.
Oh, that's true.
If they spot us surfacing here, they'll spot us surfacing 5 kilometers in that direction. Doesn't really make a difference.
Up we
Besides, it's very cramped in here, and I want to walk around.
fair enough.
go. I am too tall for this little machine.
Yeah, it's very,
Mm.
very cramped. So
Asuka's the only one that's comfortable.
Shut up.
Lily is.
Okay,
Even
Asuka
Lily
and
is.
Lily are the only ones that are comfortable.
So, yeah, Shinji opens the hatch, climbs out. Lily still sort of clung to his arm. Southwest, eh?
Yeah, it should be over that direction.
Okay. Who wants to pilot the drone?
David
I can.
looks at Asuka. Yeah.
He hands you the terminal. Unfortunately, we're not going to be bombing any Afghan weddings today.
Why did you say unfortunately? Is there something I should know?
I think he's got a little bit of American in him.
My
Excuse
condolences.
you.
I take the terminal.
We all have our character flaws, Shinji.
Okay. I'm going to also apply my pilot's privilege to this. If
Yeah,
anything,
this-
I'd be more experienced with this.
Oh yeah, this is actually remarkably similar to piloting like your old mech suit. It's deployed. It's a little propeller drone, a Pachela, which is basically, imagine like a propeller plane, but like the size of a dog.
Oh.
And it's dispensed from basically from what would be your torpedo tubes, extends its wings and flies off.
Off it go.
And as you get closer and closer, it suddenly explodes.
Do we
And
Oh.
have
there's a big, yes, you have visual on that. Like, you see an explosion in the distance with a lot of, like, light shining around it.
Oh my god, it hit the AT field. Oh
What the
shit.
fuck is that? Hold on, let me get my scanner.
It might be that some sort of barrier that they talked about.
didn't
Yeah.
didn't Sev mention that there was light that was reflecting off of it or something?
Let me check. Shinji pulls out a little device, starts, like, sort of holding it in the vague direction. He looks a bit stupid doing that. Jesus Christ.
Thank God we used the drones first, otherwise that would have been us.
Yeah. That's a ray shield. It's a
A
Dragidial
ray
model
shield.
ray shield.
A ray shield.
Yeah.
Remind me, how are those things powered?
Well, that depends on the diffusion type, but if this is a 360 dome, it might be powered by an alloy, like a nuclear core alloy, not a fusion core alloy. Sorry, like the thing that powers our mechs.
My thought is if this has been here the entire time, somebody have to have been here to maintain it.
Well, if we're trying to find someone that's alive there, I presume. But this is a Dragidial model. It's old. And
How old? Dating back to when he went missing?
I can't say from this distance. I'd have to look at the power source.
How do we get around it? Or go through it?
Well, judging by this, it uses... That's a lot of power, Jesus Christ. Well, a thermonuclear explosion should do it, as long as we have a warhead twice the size of the Tsar Bomba.
I feel like that would also kill us and anyone else.
Yes, that would probably blow our cover.
There has to be a way. I wish there could be something we could do to signal that we're friendly.
How does it deal with magic? Ray shields.
How would I know that?
Well, my thought is, you have Nina, you got something that lets you teleport through shit, right? I know.
Yeah.
Unless you guys want to swim for another 15 to 20 kilometers, we better take the boat with us.
Poppy can fly, or Nina can fly, can't she?
Okay, hold on. Maybe we shouldn't throw Nina into something that could very well obliterate her instantly.
Also, Nina can fly like one of us at a time.
Also,
I
how
can-
long can you fly? How long can you transform?
Yeah, like
Like a minute?
a minute.
David doesn't.
Not long.
If need be, I also can fly, but I do think it's not the smartest plan we could come up.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. We need to find a way to get the...
I can make it pretty far, but not that far.
We have to find a way to get the boat through as well.
Can you go under it?
No, then it would be fairly pointless
Fair enough.
on an island. Although,
What's the requirements
Is there any
for
way
that
we could go knock?
message that you were that you did with Lily? Assuming it has some sort of rules.
Oric?
Sorry, what? I was looking at my phone because I got a text from work.
Message. Your message spell.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, let me double check. I think I need to know who I'm sending it to. Where the fuck is the... Here we go, sending. To a creature with which I am familiar.
You don't.
I don't think I know anybody that's
no.
on the island.
You don't even know who's on the island other than
Exactly.
what you think. Actually...
Is there any sort of like signal or something that we could broadcast that is very distinctly us?
What says they have a transceiver?
Well,
And even if they did, well, if you were stuck on an island for 10 years, what would you trust?
She like shrugs and grasping at straws here.
Warwick.
Hmm?
Roll religion.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
I have that button somewhere. Here we go.
You can roll this at advantage.
Nat 20.
Didn't
Okay.
even need it. Nice.
Show me your secrets.
It becomes a little bit darker.
Mm.
Just a little bit dimmer.
God.
The sun's still up, but other than that, the waves sort of become quiet.
God, is that you?
Is this just to work, or is everyone seeing this?
Everyone sees this.
Oh, good.
Hold on.
Immediately concerned.
The only one that I assume is not immediately concerned is Warwick.
Yeah. You see a woman appear before you, sort of floating on the water.
Oh, hello.
It's your god.
Oh,
Warwick.
hello.
What?
Have I actually seen
Yes,
this woman
you have.
before? Okay,
Hello.
I'm familiar with this appearance. Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here.
What the hell? Who is this?
This is my god.
You're what?
You're what?
Have I
Misnomer.
not explained that before?
You have not.
Oh God, I thought this had come up at some point. I get my powers from.
Okay,
You're
yes,
familiar
okay.
with-
I get that you have a deity magic bullshit, but why is your god here?
That I don't know.
If you'd let me speak, I could explain it to you.
I would love that. Thank you.
God is a bit of a misnomer. More or less, I'm an angel.
Yeah.
A messenger. I am here to help the oppressed, to help those who are put under, downtrodden. You are on a very important mission. Should you fail, the world will be flung into 10,000 years of darkness.
That's a little bit of pressure.
Normally, I'm not supposed to intervene, but hey, nobody likes slavery.
Agreed.
I cannot tell you what you will find on this island, but you should prepare. Some of your expectations and things you know about the last 10 years may change. She's looking particularly at you, Asuka.
I look mildly uncomfortable. I'm like,
Cannot
Don't
catch
worry.
a
Great.
It's not necessarily negative.
well, I just learned that apparently there's been a body double, a clone, that's been abused for the past how many years? How much worse can it
yes.
get?
Trapped soul. What do you intend to do with her?
Free her. Shrug. What she chooses to do after that is up to her.
Noble. Well, she clasps her hands together. You all white out for a split second.
Oh, I hate it when this happens.
Ah.
I teleported you 25 meters behind the barrier.
Thank you.
Oh,
Whoa.
I'm
But
assuming
thank
our
you.
ship too.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're still on it.
okay.
We're just all in the water.
Some things require a little bit of divine intervention. Though, let my appearance not change your outlook on the world too much. I'm a part of it. I don't rule over it.
We
If you were a
appreciate it.
part of it, if you were a part of it, you're always welcome to help. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
why I'm here.
the reason I tend not to is because there are others who may want to do the opposite. And nobody wants a war of the gods. Yeah. She looks at you, Nina.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There are two souls here. Do you know what your friend is?
Yeah, no.
Well, he is not what he seems to be, but he is what he declares to be.
Do you know him?
I know of him, of his kind, and that others like you may be a little surprising to you.
There are others? Wait.
I've said too much already. You will see soon.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm so confused.
If you. If it was for your eyes to understand and to hear, you likely would not be confused.
Haha, very funny.
Not a joke.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
In other words, get your nose out of people's business if you weren't asked to participate.
Marquis, I like her.
Very well. I shall be watching. And Warwick.
Hmm.
Should you go to the desert soon? Look for a dome.
Okay. Like a specific
be more-
desert, or
I would be more specific if I knew more.
okay, I'll
This
keep that
is-
in mind. Thank you.
This is sort of a chain of vagueness. I get my revelations from a higher power, and sometimes I assume he does not speak any language that I do. Hello, Singele. Auf den Barrikade.
Warwick responds in whatever language is appropriate.
It was Yiddish. She basically yelled, "Go get him! Go get him, boys!
Go get him, bitch. Go get him, bitch.
Yeah, no, go get him, boys! To the barricades! Woo!"
Fuck yeah.
And in a flash of light, she's gone, and the light is back to normal.
Well, there we go. Now we can keep
Time of
going.
Crisis.
You're all welcome.
Lily sort of sips on like her, she's got a little sippy cup.
At 14?
They're practical.
I
Yeah, you can take them with you. You
I
can
would,
box them up. Like she just sort of sips, like. Good to know. God's not always evil.
Yeah.
Gods are always annoying. So fucking vague all the time. Ugh.
Excuse you, she just helped you.
Yes,
A little
I'm still
gratitude
allowed-
would be nice, you know?
I'm allowed to be annoyed.
You just hear David whisper quietly, "Do I have a
You're
god?"
you're vague to me a lot of the time.
She's just like silence. She's like,
That's probably a good point. I mean, I get the feeling that if she was as blunt as she'd like to be, she'd probably confuse us the same way if I tried to explain economics to Lily.
Lily's a smart girl.
It implies I want to learn about economics.
Smart people don't do economics.
You know what?
No
That's
offense.
fair.
While we are still surfaced, what's more useful here? I don't want to blow a higher level spell slot. David is going to cast Summon Beast and
thought you were gonna say bees.
no, not conjure animals, just Summon
I
Beast.
thought you were gonna
Just-
say bees.
Okay.
There's only one of them. And it's a little red-tailed hawk is going to appear on his arm.
50 trillion wolves. Suddenly.
So many
Not
crabs.
in the submarine. We don't have space.
Let's
No, it's
let's just
it's gonna scout for us. Scout ahead, while everyone else gets in the.
yeah. So do you drive on ahead?
Yes.
Okay. Do you stay surfaced or not? Just really matters whether or not people can stay out on the deck.
I would probably personally suggest we get back in just for a
Okay.
hot second until we like really
Cool.
have to.
Yeah.
You go on for another like 20, 30 minutes when you see that little dot in the distance get bigger and bigger. You're on an island.
Yay.
Now you actually have to surface because otherwise you're gonna hit the fucking ground.
Okay, we surface now.
Oof.
Has my hawk alerted me to any structures on the island?
Yes, there seems to be a small encampment somewhere on the island.
Are people? Does it look like it's active?
It didn't go down far enough for that.
I mean, was
But
there,
it
like,
didn't look
smoke?
like it was falling apart.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get some ambience in here.
I'm about to get my ass kicked out of front.
Okay.
Thailand with ocean sounds. Sorry, something about Thailand specifically.
And holiday feeling.
You guys step onto this sandy beach. It's cool. Very cold almost, actually. Actually, no. It's December. On this side of the planet, this is summer. Sorry.
It's cold for a split second.
Now, you get off,
We
it's actually
remember
very
that summer.
warm. It's quite hot. Which is actually nice for you. You've been sitting in mud and snow and winter in like ditches. Sucks. But you get off the submarine.
It was probably the most heat Warwick has ever experienced.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Wearing an all-black outfit was a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get.
Starting to sweat already. All right. It's idyllic almost. Where did your hawk see the house?
There.
Lily comes up to you, Asuka, and sort of. This 14-year-old child looks up at you. Carry me.
Lily, you could walk.
Yeah, but I'm lazy. It's hot.
We've been here for 2 minutes.
But it's so hot.
I'll carry you,
What do
Lily.
you get for bringing a 14-year-old on a mission?
I will trigger my armor. I'll carry her like that.
She looks very pleased with herself.
Imagine she's like sitting on your shoulders.
Yeah. I would say I need to be careful because otherwise I will end up raising a brat. But also, like, this is the middle of a fucking war. Like,
She's allowed
so
to be a brat.
yeah.
She's just seen you again for the first time. She just wants to be close to her mom.
Yeah.
Also, she's 14. Whether or not she's going to be a brat has been decided.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a bit late to install discipline. Or discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline. I blame Mari.
You walk across what appears to be a footpath, up towards a sort of, like clearing, a big clearing in the middle of this tropical forest. There is indeed a lodge here, built out of mahogany, the trees that are standing all around here, with some crops in front of it. But, Asuka, what catches your attention immediately is what all the power seems to be connected to, which is a big structure. Tower almost, in the middle of everything. And sitting atop it is a mech. Your heart You would probably feel your heart, like, thump. You recognize its design. The color, the design, the head, the way everything looks, this looks a lot like Mari's old mech.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, great. Is it like inert? Like, is it?
Yeah, it's just standing there. It seems to be producing power.
Oh, they're using her fucking. Oh, that's a dick move.
The battery.
Yeah. Oh, to have your wife reduced to being a battery.
It's Mari's.
They say you are what you eat. No wonder I'm batteries.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you want to go take a look at it?
How far away is it?
You're standing like 50 meters in front of it.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
I'll go scout out the perimeter, see if we can't see anything recent. David's gonna keep his crew gun close at hand, but kind of clear his throat and grab who's closest to him? Lilith? Lilith.
Ah.
Sure.
And just like kind of tug like, we should give them space. Like
Okay, let's go.
just scout around the outside of the perimeter, see if they can find any recent footprints or anything.
Okay. Give me a sec. What do you do, Asuka?
Going to approach it. Like, what is the condition of it? Like.
It's not like it's dusty, but not in a like bad shape.
Okay, so it just hasn't been used, but it doesn't look like it's been beaten the shit out of or something. Like, aside from what
There are
was-
some like old bullet impacts that seem to have
Yeah.
mostly been dented out, but no.
So these mechs, they all have the kind of same power core that mine have, right?
Yep.
Can I confirm whether or not it definitely is being used as a battery?
As you open it, a little Polaroid picture falls out.
No.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh.
Don't do this to us.
Why?
Don't do this to
Ooh.
us.
I have no idea what the context for this is, so I'm just going ooh because everyone else is.
I don't either, but
I can take a guess.
I can take a guess, yeah.
I pick up the picture.
It's a picture of you.
Yeah.
Oh. How old was I in the photo?
This is like your 18th birthday, probably. You can tell it's your birthday because you look really unamused and you've been forced to wear a party hat.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Mari's mech, alright. I will pocket the photo.
As you try to, like, look inside, you hear the distinctive noise of someone cocking a rifle.
Oh, I hate it when this happens.
Well, David was pulling shit security.
I'm going to freeze and
Get
Can't-
off that mech.
Can any of the others see who this is?
You hear the voice coming from a bush that's next to the mech.
Ah.
Can't a woman mourn her wife in peace?
Hold on. This lady. Yes, this is Anya. Don't worry about it. Steps out, brandishing a rifle. You also recognize this. This is Alex, like, former Secretary General's girlfriend? You're not quite sure what their relationship really was. It's kind of like you and Shinji used to be. But she stands there, pointing a gun at you.
I
Ska?
will back away, like turn to face her and let the helmet part of my suit melt down.
Asuka?
The one and only.
What?
Oh,
How
I
did
guess
you?
not the only.
What are you? Shinji, what? She lowers her rifle. What are you doing here? How did you get here?
It's a long story.
It's a long story that involves the intervention of gods. I hate it as much as you do.
She
We're
looks
here-
around. Do the others come forward?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? If we're back from scouting.
These friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would
Family
she
at this
recognize?
point.
Would she recognize Warwick as whoever Warwick was before?
Not in this getup, honestly.
Okay, fair enough.
David is still kind of on the perimeter, kind of idly looking for tracks. Or at tracks.
Oh God.
What happened here?
Wait here. She runs into the lodge. And after only a couple seconds, she comes back out. Hold on. I do have an image for this man. Hopefully. Maybe somewhere here. Sweats. Shit.
I do have an image for this man. I think. I hope.
Maybe.
I do,
possibly.
it's just...
I do have an image for this man, allegedly.
I do, it's... I don't know where. Oh, there it is. I found it. Maybe.
It's the fucking third faction leader.
What?
Oh god.
Just stumbles out. The
Nazi
fucking old
Colonel
guy.
Sanders.
Nazi Colonel Sanders. No, it's not Nazi Colonel Sanders. Sorry.
Yeah, Fuhrer Sanders.
Oh my god,
I'm-
shut up.
I hate every bit of this, but also
You're welcome.
Where did I just put it? I just saw it. Engie.
He's hiding.
It is hiding. Me putting my things into dedicated folders and then not
After
sorting
just a
them?
few seconds, she comes out with someone whose face takes several minutes to load in. Texture pop in.
It's rendering.
We're playing Ride to Hell Retribution.
how
Insert
dare
CD2.
you? How dare you remind me that that game exists?
What do you mean, how dare you? That's the best game ever made. That's the Morbius of video games.
Shut the fuck up.
Not my fault it was the first game to sell 1 retro billion copies.
I can't believe they did that Morbius crossover though.
Right? It was weird since it was like 10 years before the movie came out.
I know, it was like... It's Marvel though, you know? 10 years...
Casting Jared Leto back then was a stroke of genius.
Mm,
Oh, I still have
who knew they'd sell 1 more billion tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry.
Uh,
I just realized.
The first
Yeah,
DLC
sorry, I
to
found
sell
him.
1 more billion
this
copies.
man walks out of the, mostly the
Oh.
second picture.
Why the
This-
fucking
Ah.
femboy?
Twink.
That is a twink.
Yeah, that's
The progenitor twink. Oh my god.
It's a man
Fruitier
about
than
Asuka's
I was
age.
expecting.
It's a man about Asuka's age, and you definitely remember him. This is the man you're looking for.
I'm like staring. I'm not gonna lie, I did not really expect to find you.
It. What are you doing here? He walks up, sort of gives you a hug. Your mech armor.
Hug.
Does it shock the
Hug
shit
the
out
giant
of him?
robot Asuka.
I don't know. I don't think it
No, it shocks you when you try to put it on.
Ah,
The
God.
Joy Zapper.
Otherwise, it would have shocked Lily.
No, but Lily is
Yeah, fair enough. But
Uh, while you've been here, the outside world's been going to shit. What are you? Why are you here?
stranded.
Stranded?
Yeah, we were just 3 people. No, we're 3 people.
Were?
David just takes a moment. Looks at Mari's mech. Nods his head towards it, looking at Asuka. Want to take a guess? I think I can guess, rather.
Yeah.
They took her. But 5, 6 years ago, I don't know. I don't keep track of time anymore.
And they never
But-
came back for you?
We drove them off. We've been using the mech here to power the ray shield, sort of her final sacrifice. I don't know what happened to her after that. Sorry.
You don't want to know the answer.
What do you mean?
That's not why we're here. Why
Tell
we're
me.
here.
No, tell me.
They took her and did something to her brain. She's not really there anymore. Her
She
body
sorta-
walks and talks, but it's not her.
He sort of stumbles back and like leans against the mech. Why are you here?
We're here because the Droidal Union is facing complete and utter annihilation of its decromatic system.
What am I supposed to do about that?
I kind of look to Shinji.
Well, it looks like Misato kind of went a little.
Kooky in the brain.
To quote
Yeah.
the
You mean-
premier of the Soviet Union. Soviet Union? What?
You've missed a lot.
Apparently. War broke out. What kind of war?
World War.
Entire World War.
Led by third faction.
Yeah, we're
Our daily
fighting the third
detesters.
faction allied to NATO, aren't we? I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do about that.
Well, frankly, we're trying to focus on the immediate
If I'm
part. We need you as a symbol of hope to stop the big honchos from deciding that the only thing left for us to do is to stoop down to fascist ideologies.
I'll help you in any way I can. But to be honest, if I'm really the only one that can do anything about this, then I've made some mistakes in my tenure.
I mean, how long ago has it been? Things fall apart. Get backpedals in the time people are gone.
How many people can your vessel out there fit?
Enough.
All of us barely.
It's
gonna be
We'll
snug.
make it work.
cramped,
Can
but
you
We'll make it work.
can you fit 5 people? 5 more people?
5?
5?
I
You have kids.
Yes, and Asuka, I think we need to talk.
She's like, what?
This is another aspect.
Well, you see, Mari and
Oh god, what did Mar? Oh no! Oh no!
Anya slams her hands onto Alex's back. He fucked your wife. It's a little more complicated than
You
that.
see her just stand there and like her mouth opens like she's gonna say something and then it closes again after a minute and she's like
Before
like
you
this
say
new girl.
anything, just remember that Shinji right here is standing there. David suddenly has a shit-eating grin on his face.
So let me get this straight. You guys were trapped on an island and would be for the foreseeable future, and you two decided
No,
When in Rome, do as Romans do.
no, it's. I guess I left her. No, not I guess. I left her.
question DM. Out of
Yeah?
like would is this just coming completely out of left field?
No, like
It's not, okay.
it's
Okay, so
it's
so
Mari
this is,
first of all. It's like
yeah. But I'm saying like has Mari basically been like grinding up against this dude for a while? Yeah.
pretty much since middle school.
Oh damn. Okay.
Was Mari just like, if I was stuck on an island, specifically
same
in
for
this
Shinji.
situation?
Yeah, same for Shinji. Like it's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's like that. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
And you were all this big social unit. It's kind of like you know those
We were all
groups where
fucking
you're
each
like,
other. Yeah.
Y'all made a pact in middle school, and then it actually came up.
Yeah. How many?
she and I, one son. Honey and I have a daughter and a son.
Jesus, you've been productive.
It's been 10 years. Leave me alone. Shut up.
I wish I was as active as you. Damn.
Warwick, who has also like lived completely isolated on a strange land for a long time, is like, no, I get it. It's not a judgment; it's just an observation.
Do you look familiar?
What was my name? What was my name before I was dead? Jan. Hi, I
Jan.
was Jan. My name's Warwick now. It's a long story.
We have a lot to talk about, don't we?
Yes, we do.
You were kind of gone for
seems
10
that way.
years.
Can we talk about it inside? It's really hot out here, and I'm used to Antarctica.
Yeah, it's also going to start raining soon. I can feel it. As he says that, like, you hear... and, like, dark clouds start to, like, form in the... Yeah, let's
It's
head
gonna start raining
inside.
soon. It's gonna start raining soon. I can feel it. Immediately starts raining.
Asuka, it like looks like she's having, you know the fucking math lady, like
Yeah?
that
Yeah.
meme. Yeah. She's like doing that basically. Like, she's like, except instead of math, it's like emotions,
Hmm.
which of course to her is basically math.
Asuka might be the math gay, but by God, if she doesn't know how to deal with her emotions.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an accurate description of her.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You head inside. As, you know, the rain starts pouring downstairs. What the fuck? Outside.
What is... You said this was a mahogany, like, cabin?
Yeah.
Like, made out of planks, or like a log cabin, kinda?
It's, well, yeah, it's a log cabin, but it has proper, like, insulated walls and shit.
Damn, they did a good job. All right.
Anya sort of crosses her arms. Thanks, I guess. Most of the tech is looted from the ship we stranded on. Kids are asleep right now.
Midday naps.
Well, to mark the occasion of everyone re-meeting, Warwick casts Hero's Feast, and now there's a bunch of food for everyone to eat.
Aw.
I like stare kind of with disdain down at the food, and I'm like, I came here to find Alex, not receive very emotionally challenging news.
I think you were gonna end up with that either way, Oscar.
To be honest, I probably would have ended worse if I hadn't just come out and say everything.
Touche.
I don't like keeping secrets. You know that.
How old are they?
I have to wake them anyway. Wait here.
Oh god.
He sort of steps into another room.
Oh god.
Kids,
shit.
dinner. They come down expecting to eat like dragon fruit and sawdust like they have been for however long.
They have potatoes out there and like different crops.
Okay, potatoes and sawdust.
And they have like you can hunt like small game and birds and shit. Fuck
Just
off.
have like a plate of termites.
This is the opposite of Lane shooting seagulls for fun.
No, they have to shoot the seagulls for food.
So, out of the room come, like an about 8-year-old girl, following her almost identical looking brother, who looks a bit younger, got like freckles and shit. Both of them are blonde. And then, another boy that looks distinctively less
Ginger influence.
European. Yeah. Comes out as well. He looks about, also about 8 years old. They sort of observe you, and before their parents can stop them or intervene in any way, they immediately come to like gawk at you. They have never seen other people before, other than the one time that they
fair.
shot at them.
Asuka's just kind of standing there, like, you know when someone's like frozen and they don't know what to do? She's doing that. She's like,
Hi.
The blondies. Let's call them. They immediately walk over and just sort of observe all of your gear and clothes, and they're very noisy. Like, "Ugh, what's that? What's that? What are you holding?"
Do not touch that. That's a gun.
And the little boy is looking straight at you. Are you still in your armor?
yes, but like I have the helmet down.
Looking straight at you. This is Justinian.
Justinian?
Justin, sorry.
Justin. How tall is he?
He's an 8-year-old kid, so
Oh,
if you're out of your armor, he'd go to like...
Double Oscar's height.
like a head shorter than Lily.
Okay, I'm gonna very carefully kneel down, and offer my hand as a handshake. Probably not gonna get it, but it's nice to meet you, Justin. I'm Asuka.
His eyes sort of light up a little. Mama had pictures.
Yeah. You want to see another one, actually?
Uh-huh.
Take out the Polaroid photo. And show it to
He big what's.
him. This is
You'll-
me when I was 18.
You look mad.
And nothing has changed.
Yeah, but to be honest, I was mad for stupid reasons back then. They're right, though. Things never really change.
He suddenly, like, frowns.
What's wrong?
I miss you, Mama.
Oh, don't DM.
She basically stares for a split second. And then, like, the kind of realization hits her that, like, they're both thinking about the same person. And they both miss her. So she drops the photo and pulls him into a hug.
His father is kneeling behind him, putting, a hand on his back. It's a complicated situation.
David is going to gently push Lily towards him.
Lily is actually, like, smirking.
Oh no, child.
Oh no.
She is about to cause problems on purpose.
Who are you? She gets that grin that immediately reminds you of when Mari had a bad idea.
Oh no.
No.
I'm your big sister!
uh,
Forcibly
Justin.
adopted.
She kind of like pulls back a little bit and then like gestures to Lily. This is Lily.
Uh-huh. Heard about you.
Yeah. I miss her too, buddy. I think we all do.
Well,
And honestly, my biggest regret right now, she kind of looks to the others. So like David, Lilith, and Nina,
Mhm.
is that you guys never got to meet her when she was still here.
hi. Sorry.
Warwick is like in the corner doing magic for the other two kids.
Is this your card?
They say no just to
Very
fuck with them.
sad.
I just...
Doom, I just sent you something.
moved. Yeah. My copy paste likes to fuck up. Can you post them?
Oh, sure. Justin. It's
Aw.
Oh, what a babu.
Little guy.
Actually, I should post that in session media, huh?
Alex sort of sits everyone down for dinner. So, we gotta pack, and we also shouldn't be heading into a submarine in this weather. It's be pretty anticlimactic if we get sunk by weather.
I don't know if I want to just leave her mech here.
Well, we got some space. Lily
Fit
sort of looks
five
up at Shinji. We do? Am I gonna have to sit in your shirt now, or what?
Could probably cram some people into the mech. Tentatively.
So if I cast this spell called Banishment, someone just goes away for a little while and we'll be good.
They
We have
return at
room.
the exact same spot they were in.
That's unfortunate.
So you banish them, we leave them behind, they pop back into the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
So, Alex sort of smiles again and sort of looks at you, Asuka. Then he looks at Shinji.
Uh,
And he looks back at you. Took
They-
you long enough.
she like is about to open her mouth. Like you basically cut her off from saying, "Don't just like," and then she stops and she's like, "That's not what. What's it to you?" Like.
To me? Well, the fact that I started this whole meme back in, like, what? Middle school?
Oh my god. Yes, haha. It turned out to be true. Lo and behold, you went and glances at Lily, did stuff with Mari. She was totally about to
Sense
say.
herself is really funny for some reason.
Well,
She was
Asuka,
absolutely about to go, "You fucked my wife!"
I was gonna say this session is probably like the least times I've heard Asuka say fuck.
Yeah.
well, I probably shouldn't say in this company what that makes us.
Out of character, I'm also genuinely confused. What this like? I'm like puzzling it out in my head. Like, what?
You and
All right.
Mari are wives. Mari
Okay.
also is this guy's wife. Anya is also Alex's wife. And then
But we get it. You're an Alabama family.
I don't.
None of them are
No.
related. What the fuck are you
No.
talking about? It's just,
They're a big polycule.
yeah,
Honestly, I would more define this as being polygamy rather than a traditional polycule situation, if only for the fact that none of these women really know each other. They're just like, they're
I mean,
They're just like, oh, hey, you're here.
yeah.
Just a gang of Mormons.
Yeah, this is a Mormon situation,
I
unfortunately.
mean, you say that as if Mari isn't
A Mormon? Yeah.
at Shinji and
Is there something about Ava that I'm not
Ray
familiar
and-
with? Is Mormonism canon?
Mormonism doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's nothing left in Utah. Get out of here.
Utah's a wasteland.
I knew Fallout seemed a little different.
I was gonna say, in this campaign setting specifically, only Utah is from the Fallout universe.
Mr. House. Anyway. Complicated situation, huh?
That's one way to put it. Grumble, grumble. Eats
Sorry.
my spaghetti.
Conjured by God.
Conjured by God. Fucking spaghetti from God.
What is
This
it
is probably
about?
like all of the kids' first time eating good food.
I mean, yeah, they're not having to eat spiders for once.
They're not. I'm
Cook
gonna
on an
fucking
island,
kill you.
guys.
Okay, but like,
It's their
but
first
like,
time having like genuine variety.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's still exciting.
Yeah.
Justin's
Well-
like, oh my god, I've never had a vegetable before.
I feel like they've mainly had vegetables.
Yeah.
They're
Never had a
fucking with
vegetable
us.
that
Let's
didn't
ignore
suck.
it. I missed you. Missed all of you.
Missed you too. And I come with a message, actually,
A message.
from Leo.
Leo, is she okay? Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Her arm came off, but it's back now.
I broke my neck.
She.
You also died.
I fixed it. I fixed it.
She is currently the Secretary General.
Wrong pipe.
Alex,
Okay.
new character choking.
Yeah, I thought he was a character for a second. I was
No. Wrong
no.
pipe.
Let me know when I'm good to continue. Please take care of yourself.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Leo is the Secretary General right now,
Acting.
but she acting Secretary General. But she won't be for long unless we can stop Masato. She intends, effectively, as far as I can tell, to elect herself as the supreme commander of the Droidal Union. She wants to completely cut out all semblances of democracy in the name of crushing the third faction. Sound familiar?
What are we taking? Old proposals from the bargain bin from 60 years ago?
Sounds like it.
I think Leo had to deal with something similar once before, but Shinji, you were telling me about this. The
Oh,
guy
yeah,
she shot.
Crowley. George Crowley. That dilettante? Relevant? Well, he was for about 5 seconds.
And then Leo shot him.
As she would.
Point is,
Wait, acting? Have you not had any semblance of elections?
No. It's kind of been a lot.
To my understanding, when Misato's crew originally fucked off in the middle of nowhere, there wasn't really enough people to...
Well, that might be a plan, actually. I'll have to look at the situation.
How
I
long do we
haven't
have
really
before
thought about.
the transport comes back?
About 30 hours.
Good, that's a day.
You needed about 10 hours to get here. So.
I can sleep.
Alright, in that case, Shinji,
and
fill him in.
hold on, I kind of raise my hand for a second.
Yeah.
You're not coming through, darling.
Me. Oh, oops. Leo wanted you to know that she's sorry.
I don't think there was ever anything to be sorry for, but I know why she feels that way.
She only recently even took up the acting deputy. She was... Well, she was...
Just teetering along. I know how she gets.
She didn't really think you were dead.
Asuka. Before Mari was taken away, she wanted me to tell you something if I ever got to see you again. She wanted me to tell you to never give up hope. And that we'd all meet each other again. And that she loves you.
Yeah, that sounds like something she'd say. Well, sometimes I really do hope there is an afterlife.
Shinji looks like he was about to say something, then decides not to. Never mind.
If you're going to make fun of me,
No.
Shut it.
That's not it at all. That's not. I just.
what is it?
I don't get your hopes up. But I was talking to Ray the other day. And she was talking something about how well, third faction mental conditioning is insidious, but potentially not irreversible.
Even if we do manage to somehow pull her back from where she is, just look at Hikari.
Well, Hikari was. It's a little different. She was. Hikari's was different. It was. With her, it was an implant that malfunctioned. As far as I understand, what they did to Mari is entirely conditioning. I don't understand the specifics of it, but they forced her mind to push something in front of her. I don't know. You have to talk to Ray.
Yeah.
Is Ray okay, by the way? Alex asking that.
Yeah. She has a little bit of a complicated situation going on, but who doesn't nowadays?
More complicated than...
And there's multiple of her now. Shrug.
Well, I knew that. But, didn't think any other were activated ever.
Well, that's changed.
Shinji sort of leans over to you, Asuka. Do you think he would know anything about, the other you?
Ah. Speaking of... I've also, apparently, got a body double walking around.
What?
Answer that question.
Insight check.
Go ahead. Uh,
16.
Anger and confusion.
Okay, he's legit.
Elaborate.
Are you familiar with that? I barely know the specifics of it myself. Some stupid program that was eventually terminated, or supposedly.
Yes. This was
Yeah.
during my predecessor's tenure. I read the files on it, more or less. The idea was to create body doubles of us. All of us. But in particular, you, Shinji, Mari. This was more or less kept on the down low until an ethics committee, and it's basically let some insight into into basically the R&D department, or well, weapons development as we called it back then.
The ethics committee did jack shit. There's at least
No.
one.
I know for a fact it was well, the ethics committee was just a cadre of officers. It found that, well, it ruled these experiments were dehumanizing, and that, well, it would more or less be creating, well, it would call into question the efficacy and civil rights of the whole procedure. So, the proponents, an officer named Takahashi, as well as a couple of researchers, Reitska included, I think, were ordered to terminate the program.
Well, look how that turned out.
Takahashi, I recognize the name. That's
Head of the Armored Corps currently. I suppose it's possible that some of their subordinates didn't listen. I know
Clearly.
Misato never pursued anything. Not Misato. Reitsko never pursued anything further in that direction. She was under quite the heavy supervision, following some scandals that are not really relevant to our current discussion.
Regardless, this body double, she ended up in the hands of the third faction. They did something to her. They turned her into a weapon.
Is there one to do?
And you would think, upon being freed from the third faction, that that's when the atrocities would end, but apparently not. Misato sees nothing wrong with continuing to use her as a weapon, keeping her collared and under the threat of death if she does not comply.
Collared?
Yeah,
Explosive?
presumably. We only got a glance at it.
Okay. Some hits are rolling.
Do you see why it's a little pressing? Why we...
No, I understand. I understand. I will have to prepare. I haven't been in the seat of politics for
10 years.
10 years. I
You should...
farm potatoes now, so.
You should know. I don't understand what's going on, but Misato, she doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't... She sees pilots as being subhuman now.
I see. Do
I
you know
don't
what
know if
powers
she-
your mechs?
A nuclear core, isn't it?
Well, the fusion core, yes, but how do you think that reaction is kept stable? You remember your mother?
Yes.
Well, a copy, an imprint, if you will, of her whole being, her soul, her knowledge, her personality, little quirks is built into that little core strapped to your back. Though I assume you knew part of that.
Part of it. Facts always got muddled. I knew on some level that she was always with me.
Mm-hmm. Well, to put it
That-
bluntly, they're an incredibly powerful, factually arcane power source. You know the Eden device, the thing that the Eden Council used to rip a tear into the fabric of reality? The thing that created all sorts of magical bullshit?
Hey,
No offense if anyone here is magical.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
It's a factually arcane power source. Incredibly powerful. In the wrong hands, and if you developed it to enough of a level of sophistication, you could essentially do the same thing that device did on a smaller scale. And you'd need a couple hundred of them, but you would be able to essentially mold reality as you see fit. It would probably also kill you, but
So she suddenly is treating us all as subhuman because of some theoretical outcome that would take all of us banding together to hypothetically achieve.
when was bigotry ever rational? It all sort of fell apart at the end. I saw her on the day before we had to leave. You had already been gone for a couple hours at that point. She mourned the loss of her husband. Never know what happened to him exactly. I just know that Kaji did something very important.
We've
I saw.
all lost people important to us. Most of us don't turn into fascists.
I know, but I saw her. She was so angry. She didn't think about anything other than revenge anymore. So she pushed me to launch one final assault. In a moment of weakness, I acquiesced. 15,000 people died pointlessly because I wasn't decisive enough and didn't overrule her. I suppose that's why she wants a strong leader. Someone who doesn't hesitate like that. Not that I agree with her, but I understand why. But in the end, it doesn't matter if we convince her or not.
We've come too far to watch it all be torn down from the inside like this.
You're right. You're
So,
absolutely right.
if it comes down to it, I don't want to. But I will put a bullet between her eyes if it means stopping this and dead in its tracks.
Violence is a tool. It's not inherently despicable nor inherently glorious.
We're all on the same page here?
I was brought back to stop tyranny. What she's trying to do is tyranny. I'm with you.
I'm always with you.
I mean, I signed up to stop fascists, so
Yeah.
Shinji looks saddened, almost hesitant to say anything.
I know, Shinji. Just
I won't stop you. But I don't think I could do it myself.
do you think she would hesitate, Shinji?
No. She wouldn't. I just don't know if I could live with myself.
Find some fucked up solace in the fact that she would probably be proud to kill any of us.
I'd rather find my solace with you. And Lily. And Ray.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we better just head to bed before you know, we're heading out tomorrow.
Hey, Alex.
Hmm?
You talked about the cores having implants in them. Who was in Mari's?
I have no idea.
Great.
Well, hold on one sec.
Out of character, I'm kind of debating trying to take the core.
Do you want to take the core or the whole mech?
I mean, both, but like, if I had to choose between the two, I would focus on the core. I would like to take the whole mech, if only because,
Hey,
you know.
should
Isn't
have
the
enough space.
Isn't the core like the size of a lunchbox and the mech the size of a mech?
Yeah. But like, okay, to
The
be
submarine's
honest,
already cramped.
I'm not gonna lie. If I got my hands on the mech, I would probably not like basically use it to like make some sort of like funeral, effectively. Because the mech is an extension of the pilot, effectively. So.
Maybe move your tech over from yours and then just use Mari's if you want, carry the memory.
Oh, that's true. Like a backup, yeah.
So, as Alex gets up, he sort of ruffles he just ruffles, his son's hair. When outside lights up, at first you think it's a lightning,
Oh,
Oh,
please,
God.
one moment.
but then
of
the
peace.
ground shakes.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Oh, they hit it with a nuke. Oh.
So,
Like the ground
Survival.
shakes, and sparks begin to fly like from the tower that the mech is standing on. Oh fuck!
What's happening?
Does it just do that?
No. Hold on. Anya runs out into the fucking like pouring rain. Like she looks up. Yep. They nuked us.
Oh, great. They're here.
Yeah, power's overloaded. We don't have any power.
Okay.
We have to prepare.
Can I?
Hero's Feast gave everyone a buff. Hang on.
2d10.
Oh.
Oh, does it give people a
Yeah,
buff?
Oh,
you
yeah.
It
get
does.
advantage
It
on wisdom saving throw and
Your hit point maximum increases by 2d10.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Also immune to poisons and being frightened for the next 24 hours.
oh, do we each roll 2d10?
Yeah. So Warwick gets 5 extra max hit points.
Oh.
Aha.
That
Yeah.
also goes for the kids if they ate.
I'm going to attempt to go retrieve the mech, or at least assess the damage and see, like, did it get just fucking... Is it good? Like,
I didn't mean
It's
it
in
to.
functional condition.
okay.
Oh. Flash
This, am I the only one outside?
I don't know. Alex came outside.
I would have
Warwick is following.
This thing is still functional, at least for now. We have some sort of weapon, at least.
You have your mech with you.
Yeah.
You want a weapon? How about an anti-aircraft gun?
Oh, that sounds fun.
David is sitting inside making sure the kids are okay.
Anti-aircraft?
Yeah. Old shipbound AA system. Problem is, I don't think we're gonna be able to get it ready in time. But once we do, we might be able to get them out fast enough. Do you have any way to contact home?
I can. I will
Okay.
cast sending. What do you want me to say?
I would send it to Katusha and
Yeah.
Out of character, I have like several ideas of things I would like to attempt, but like I know it probably wouldn't go as well as it would in my head. One of those things being that is in I want Lily to attempt to use Mari's mech. I don't think it would go very well, but also
I think that's a bad idea.
I love the sentimental value, okay? I'm a slut for sentimentality.
You could have her in there just to stay safe. It is a bulletproof container.
Yeah, that's true.
just stick
Get
her,
in the box, Lily.
stick
Get in the
her,
fucking box.
stick her in there, and then who knows? Maybe she'll try to do it.
Get in the box. Yeah, Warwick is going to cast Sending to Katyusha and say, we need immediate backup on Prometheus Island. This is Warwick. They dropped the fucking nuke. Get over here.
Yep. Alex sort of turns around. Anya, get the kids to the cave.
The cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
They hit LucasArts game?
I'm going to
I'm gonna stay here.
I'm going to call for Lily.
Yeah, Mama?
Do you want to go with the others to the cave? I don't know what sort of situation they have. The other
I
thing
don't
I'm
wanna
thinking
sit around again. I always
Then
sit
here.
around.
She opens up the like cockpit of the mech. This was your mom's. At the very
Yeah.
least, I know you'll be safe in there, okay? This thing can take a hell of a lot of a beating.
Yeah. As Lily climbs inside, Alex tightly hugs his wife, and she disappears with the 3 children towards one of the coastlines. And you then see, or rather, you hear. Hold on. Forgot to actually put the ambience on.
Before I close the hatch of the mech, I look to Lily as the like helmet of my suit begins to reform around my head. Lily, remember that these mechs, they are an extension of their pilots. And you know that Mari always wanted to keep you safe.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say?
She like pats the like side hull, basically. We both love you, okay? It'll be okay.
You too, Mama.
Why do you hurt
And then
me?
I will hop off and allow the thing to close.
A jet flies overhead, and then the thankfully empty lodge explodes.
Well, that's unfortunate.
No.
Nah.
All their craftsmanship.
The craftsmanship.
Well, the good news is we're getting you off this fucking rock, and he is going to toss Alex his crew gun.
Thanks.
Oh, I'll also give Alex
But
the
I have
Ahe
my
Glock.
own. He hands you back your crew gun, walks over to a little wooden box next to the mech, and he pulls out very fancy looking engraved rifle. We're gonna have to fight this protracted. If you're getting help from Russia, I assume? They allied
Yeah.
with the Russians? Cool.
Yeah.
If you're getting help from Russia and they have ways of getting here, that's gonna take at least 8 to 10 10, 15 hours.
Well, I've held worse front lines.
Yeah,
Guerrilla
this is
warfare.
Tuesday.
So, come here. We have a couple of hideouts that we discovered throughout the island. There's a shallow mine shaft we dug over there. It leads all the way through to the other side of the island. It's a good hiding spot, but the rain might flood it. It's easy to lose people in the forest, especially in the middle of the night. They'll have a hard time finding us here. Radar doesn't work properly. The distortion from the ray shields should still last a couple hours. Then they'll have free reign on finding us. But we'll have to make do.
We'll just buy as much time as we can.
I propose the following. We face them here initially. This is a good defensive position right here where we're standing. We've got heart cover. We've got good retreat routes. We cause some dents, some casualties, and we retreat back into the forest. We scatter. We pick off enemies as they come close. We don't have a lot of wiggle room here, but I think it's possible.
Sounds good.
You've still got that leader in you, Alex.
Missed you too.
Alright, let's get ready.
I don't know if you want to roll for it, but Shinji and Alex also both have the same health buff.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Can I just be lazy and put that health buff onto my mech so I don't have to keep track of like.
Yeah.
So, let me just roll something real quick. You hear jet noises. And a couple of transports land all across the island, it seems. But one of them comes straight towards you. You actually see a missile going up from one side of the island, hit right into that thing, but it's shielded.
Oh.
Agony.
Homophobic now.
They land, and it unrolls a couple of things. You fought these kind of things before. They're fairly new, actually. But out comes an IFV, basically a light tank. Whole bunch of infantry, a bunch of jeeps, small mechs, follow right behind them. You're looking at Ritter.
Oh
No!
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 Not that!
No!
No!
Cease!
Bitch!
Fuck.
Cannot catch a break with this one.
I cast banishment. No.
Get rid of this woman.
It's like a bloodhound.
You see everyone sort of take position, stop, and she sort of steps forward. Alex leans over to you, like in the bush that you're hiding in. Is that...
That's her. Wait, where's Mari's old mech?
Behind
Like,
us.
like is it invisible? Like,
Lily
can they see
stood
it?
up and hid.
Oh, okay. So she can control it at least. So we're on a better than Shinji was, honestly, in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Piloting's in her
Yeah.
blood? Question mark?
She steps up, only really illuminated by the dimming fire of the burning lodge. I know you're still around here.
Alex, listen to me.
Yeah.
When you see her, remember that's not the woman you loved.
I know.
Everyone ready?
As I'll ever be.
Mm-hmm.
Do we all roll initiative? What are we doing here? I would like to.
Yeah, we're
We're-
gonna end it here soon. Just
Okay,
wanna
I
get
wasn't
this
sure
done.
if that was this session
Yeah,
or not.
no. Hiding from me, old lovers. Can't wait to bury this place. And, she fires a rocket, like into the remains of the lodge.
I am. How far away are we?
You're sort of. So this lodge was in a clearing, right? And they landed on the south side of the clearing, and you're sort of in the bushes surrounding, in sort of a not a cone,
Yeah.
like
so
a
we're
dome,
kinda-
sort of a dome formation, around like the from the western, the northern, and the eastern side, sort of just
Okay.
in the trees and in the bushes.
Okay. I'm going to emerge, TM. You know, this isn't really how I pictured our reunion to go. Look at us, all together again, like one happy family that we could have been.
You're almost as bitter as I am. What happened? Had some illusions about me shattered?
No. I think I've learned to hope, but in the most fucked up way possible. And she will draw her weapons.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna take Lily back to prison. I'm gonna kill all of these people here, including my bastard.
Over my dead body.
You hear that, Alex? I'm gonna kill him!
Are we done talking, or can we fight now?
So just basically as a response to that, you see Alex, basically grip his rifle, tilt it slightly upwards, and he fires the underslung grenade launcher directly at her. That's your signal. I want you to roll initiative now, and I'm gonna end the session.
Oh, nat 20.
Whoa!
You rolled
Warwick is
better
ready to
than
throw
me.
down.
2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s.
Woo!
10!
Damn!
Lily's emotional and biological parents ready to just beat the shit out of this woman.
Yeah.
To be fair, if there's anyone to get nat 20s in this situation, I'm glad it's those two.
Yes.
Hold on. There
Truly.
will be people that need to roll. Where is? Oh, right.
Is Shinji also hiding, or is he gonna fight?
He's also fighting.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Good, the
Well, he-
vast majority.
What is Shinji's feat called? Because he has a weird one.
Reminder that originally we shell.
I knew Shinji liked feet.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking that.
I,
He always struck me as a soul man.
Okay, sorry. I had to.
kill off or recenter yourself.
Both?
Fair enough.
Both.
Um,
That's R, D20. Oh, not 230. Jesus Christ.
Lilith? What?
What?
You're rolling as Lilith. Come on.
Wow, I can't believe I got 2 extra initiatives.
Ooh,
Sorry.
Really
So
terrible
powerful.
initiatives, too.
Lilith and 2 other Liliths come walking out of the bush.
Oh shit, this body double situation's getting a bit ridiculous.
Oh my god, the echoes are leaking everywhere.
Not this glitch.
Gabriel.
Oh god.
So, oh god, Lily rolled a 3.
No!
Lily, no.
She's not used to
Having a
fighting.
moment.
She's a 14-year-old.
I mean,
I'd have a better initiative.
yeah.
She doesn't have an initiative modifier? Oh no.
Oh, she does. It's a 4 now.
Ew, the 4 now, wow.
Whoa.
Plus 1 dex.
She's got a high dex.
She's a
So-
child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her
that's
stats grow with time. Anyway. Basically, that's your signal. And we're gonna end the session.
Neat.
true. Woo.
How badly do you want me dead, Ass?
I'm frowning, but like in a good way.
The suffering is good sometimes.
Yeah. Frowning positively.
Sorry for giving you another child to care about.
Yeah, I keep
Fair enough. Like,
children.
you can have a whole gaggle of children. She's gonna like.
fun.
50
And then I
children
made
to look
myself
after.
cry to drive it home.
I'm proud of you? Question mark.
Look, I can method act.
Uh-huh.
And not like Jared Leto method act where I send you
Oh.
rats.
No Morbius?
How more.
No Morbius.
Roll a death save.
Oh boy.
Damn, it really isn't. It really isn't morbing time.
It's not morbing time. It
Damn,
was
pretty
never morbing time. There is no morbing time.
Can't believe
16.
I can't believe Mara is about to morb all over us.
Amber,
Oh,
you
God.
too. Roll 2 death saves.
We're about to get morbed.
Oh my god! I can't believe we're gonna make $1 more billion.
Wait, since you rolled a 16, doesn't work just immediately come back to life with 1 hit point?
Yes.
Alright, well that was
Yeah.
an interesting
Thank you,
game.
DM.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good game.
Happy to suffer.
Yeah.
Ha!
Alright, I will see you guys around.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.